Hello everyone, what's your Factoogle and my Pokemon form, and today we're doing the final part of my reaction to what are the best favoritism stories compilation. So we guess this part 8, go watch it before you watch this one, but this will be the final part. So hope you guys like it. If you do, please give a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get started. And yes, this is the final part. Jeez.
Yes, that's my father-in-law, Mr. Robert. My name is Rosalind, and I've been married to my husband, Christopher, for 8 years. We have 2 kids together, aged 6 and 4. Our first child, Jack, was born 2 years after our wedding, and his sister, Michelle, was born 2 years after him. We're planning to relocate our family to the UK after living with my in-law in their mansion for the whole 8 years. Christopher is a medical doctor, while I'm a nurse. He attended a well-known medical school, while I attended an average one. We met during our interview at the hospital we both worked at, and immediately connected. We only dated for about 6 months before Christopher and I decided that we were ready to get married.
Good for you.
On the day he took me to his parents, I knew there would be problems. His kind mother liked me instantly, but I couldn't say the same for his father.
What job do you do, young lady?
I'm a nurse at the same hospital where Christopher works, sir.
Oh, what school did you attend?
The moment I answered that question, he changed.
That's an average school. Are your parents poor?
Honestly, my parents, before their death, weren't wealthy, but they did the best they could for me. They died after I graduated from high school, so I had to do part-time jobs to see myself through college. When I told my father-in-law that, he flared up.
What? An orphan? How dare you think I will accept this marriage, Christopher? She not only attended a school below our standard, she's also an orphan. I love Rose's father. Please, don't talk down on her and give us your blessings.
It took quite a long time before Mr. Roberts eventually allowed us to get married. I knew he hated me, but my mother-in-law's kindness was enough for me. At the wedding, when it was time to give his speech, he took his time to embarrass me as much as he wanted.
Honestly, I wanted a better girl for my son. I worked my ass off to gain this wealth. I also made sure to send my son to the best medical school. So it's quite a shame that he decided to marry a girl that's not only a poor orphan, but also below his league.
Seriously.
Anyway, since they claim to love each other, do I have a choice to oppose?
I was utterly embarrassed, but I held it all in with a smile. Before the wedding, my father-in-law had asked us to live with him in his mansion. His reason:
You're both busy. It would be better to have your family here with us. We'll take care of the kids while you're away.
I thought it was a great suggestion, so we agreed. After our honeymoon, we began living with them. My father-in-law was even worse. He would intentionally bring his friends over while I was off duty at the hospital.
This is my daughter-in-law. I'm quite ashamed that she went to a low-class college, but what can a father do? My son wanted a classless woman.
Right in my face, he would join hands with his friends to mock me. I took it in as I respected him. When I had Jack, my father-in-law was the happiest.
He has such a striking resemblance with me and his father. My boy.
I was glad. He didn't like me, but he loved my son. It was enough for me. Whenever I wasn't home, he would take care of Jack. He made sure my son never lacked anything. Although he still made fun of my educational level every opportunity he got, I was consoled by the fact that he loved my son. However, I was mistaken. I realized that when I had my second child, Michelle.
A girl? Ugh, she looks so much like her poor mother. It would have been better if she looked like me or Christopher.
How could he make such a comment about a newly born?
Yeah, that's just wrong.
I let it slide. As the children grew up, my father-in-law got worse. He showed it to the kids who his favorite grandkid was. Often, I would return from work to meet my daughter isolated in the living room, while my son was with his grandfather. I was sad, but I knew there was nothing I could do. Christopher noticed his father's behavior one day, when the man left home for a their day trip and returned home on the 3rd day with only a gift for Jack.
Grandfather, didn't you get one for Michelle? She loves chocolate too.
He doesn't love her.
Dismissed his question with a smile. My son crawled to his sister after my father-in-law left and offered her some of his.
Are you sad about what grandfather did?
No, I know grandfather doesn't like me. I was broken. The child knew he didn't like her. That was a shame. That day, Christopher and I took the kids out for ice cream. We also made them play games and do everything they wanted together. When we returned home and put the children to sleep, Christoph and I decided to have a question about it. He hates her because she looks like me. He could just punish me. Why does he have to involve my child? It's so unfair. I was getting close to tears. It was so sad that he was being that way to my daughter.
I think you should quit your job, honey. I earn enough to take care of us all, so you can quit. You can be able to watch over the kids yourself and stop my dad's favoritism.
Do I have to quit? Can't you just talk to him about it? I love being a nurse. I can't quit my job. We thought for a while, and Christopher had another suggestion.
I'll speak to Mother then. She'll help with Michelle whenever Father takes Jack.
I didn't like that it had to resort to that. I didn't want to separate my kids. I wanted them to grow up having each other's back and loving themselves. Do we have to make the kids be raised that way? Your father's going to influence our son soon? Is that when we're going to actually make a move towards stopping him?
I have plans, Rose. I plan to move our family to the UK. That's why I'm working so hard. Please understand.
I agreed, and we spoke to my mother-in-law. She advised us to work harder and leave quickly before my father-in-law succeeded in making my son like him. Christopher and I worked
Good.
10 times harder. While we worked, the few times we were home, we always reminded our kids about the need to love each other and never let anyone come between them. Jack is smart. I knew he loved his sister, but he was still a kid and could be swayed, so we continuously worked on preventing that from happening. My mother-in-law also helped. Whenever we weren't available, she brought the kids together to remind them of the need to always love and protect each other. Once, during Thanksgiving, while I was preparing the food, my father-in-law walked into the kitchen to meet Jack and I there. Jack loved to watch me cook.
What? How dare you bring my grandson in here?
Why do you really
Loves to watch
hate
me cook.
her so
I don't
much?
see how that's a problem.
It is a problem, Rosalie. My grandson does not belong to the kitchen. Your daughter should be here, not my precious grandson.
Why? He wants to be here.
Well, I don't care. I'm taking him with me. You can call that child of yours who looks as greedy and poor as you to be in the kitchen.
I watched as he picked up Jack and took him away. My mother-in-law soon walked in.
Pay no attention to his words, darling. I'll be here with you.
Together, we prepared the meal. 2 months later, my son celebrated his 6th birthday. My father-in-law got him the best gifts. However, for my daughter's 4th birthday, she didn't get even as much as a wish from him. My husband, her brother, my mother-in-law, and I made it memorable for her. We got her as many colorful gifts as we could get, and showered her with wishes and birthday songs. Christopher and I already got a house in the UK, and were processing our travel documents. Only my mother-in-law was aware about it. 2 months later, it was my grandfather's birthday. I was slicing the cakes in the kitchen when I heard him yelling. Alerted, I quickly dropped the knife and dashed upstairs to where his voice sounded from, which was his room.
You stupid girl. You're just like your mother.
Seriously.
I knew it was a bad idea letting a woman so low to marry my precious son. Stop crying, stupid. Your voice makes my skin crawl.
I felt furious. How could he say they to a 4-year-old?
Really, that is just the worst thing to say.
I felt my heart sink. My husband and mother-in-law came in too. I was about to speak, but my son beat me to it.
Why are you being unfair to Michelle, grandfather? She only asked if you wanted to play with her, and you hit her and said all that. Do you hate her, grandfather?
My heart sank even deeper. My young son had noticed his bitterness toward my daughter, whose only offense was to look like her mother.
Yes, I hate her. I only love you, Jack. Your sister's good for nothing. She's just like your mother. They're both useless.
That's enough, Mr. Roberts. How dare you say that to my children's faces? Are you so shameless?
You know, Father, I've tolerated how hostile and unfair you've been toward my daughter. How dare you think you can try to separate my kids? Kids, Jack is your only child. You should kick this poor woman and her child out. They don't deserve
You are such a horrible man, pal.
her mother. Stupid and foolish.
That's enough from you, Roberts. Are you insane? You've been this way from the time we got married. You even made me abort our 2nd child because you thought she would grow up to become like me.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't lose my temper all the time, but this is just
He was
dumb.
furious, hearing his wife speak so boldly. As he raised his hand to slap her, Christopher stopped him.
Not anymore, you evil man. I won't let you hit her anymore. You hear me?
I I grabbed my kids.
Grandfather is a bad man. He doesn't like Michelle and wants me to hate her too.
You should be ashamed, Mr. Roberts. That day, we took our things and headed to a hotel. My mother-in-law followed. She'd had enough and was going to divorce him.
Good for her.
Christopher and I worked on getting transferred, while my mother-in-law worked on their divorce. 2 months after staying at the hotel, we all left for the UK, excluding my father-in-law. My mother-in-law had gotten half his properties from their divorce. She sold it all to start a fresh life in the UK. She got a house of her own and started a clothing line there, while Christopher and I worked harder. We had a trusted maid who looked after our kids. It'd been 10 years now. We heard my father-in-law had stroke, and even at the hospital, he wasn't so kind to the nurses, and so the nurses treated him horribly. He ended up dying alone. We've been at peace, and our kids are growing with love. Thanks for watching.
Good for them. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel by citing. And yeah, guys, again, I'm almost close to 870 subscribers. 870 subscribers. That's a lot. Very much go. I really appreciate it. Because again, this will get me close to my goal. I'm reaching 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 people watching. So very much go. Really appreciate it. Because again, these videos help us with you guys. And if you guys support or support, like I always say, I always mean. And yeah. Also, guys, want to watch this? It was made by. Still can't get the name right. For some reason, still can't get that name right. But I'll put the link to their video down in the description. But yeah. Oof, I'm tired. But yeah. Alright guys, I go. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. I'll catch you guys for tomorrow for another video. Alright guys, I go. Goodbye. Have a good day or night.